Hi, I want to talk to you guys about something really serious. It has to do with mental health and the Asian community. And because it's May, it's Asian Heritage Month and Mental Health Awareness Month. So I want to tie these two concepts, two events together because I feel like it's really relevant now. I'm not saying it wasn't relevant before, but I feel like even more so now because of all the attacks that's been happening on the Asian community. I want to talk about my Asian heritage first and how we can all support the Asian community, and then after talk about my mental health story and how you can help your friend who is in need and is struggling and to support them. Okay, my Asian heritage. My mom is Indonesian and my dad is Chinese, so I'm Chinese Indonesian. A lot of who I am is because of my Asian identity. I actually grew up with my grandma. She taught me Chinese, she taught me how to cook, use chopsticks, and all that. But a little bit about her history. She was the president of a women's coalition in China. And if you don't know, maybe you do, but if you don't, China back then was very patriarchal. Women were not supposed to have like a voice. They were very submissive to their husband. And my grandma was like, nah, that's not me. So she stepped out of the box and organized an organization for women to speak up and to have their own rights, to be individual people. And I think that a lot of what she was literally just came upon me because I feel like I need to speak up for other people, and especially now that the Asian community is getting attacked, and I feel like our voices are not being as amplified as it could be. It is strong, but I believe that it can be stronger. I didn't first-handedly get hate, but I was part of an internship called Stop AAPI Hate, and I got to interview some people, and they got to talk about their experience with Asian hate. And a close friend of mine actually got backlash from a group of people online, and they were making fun of her, and she was all alone. No one had her back, and she just did not know how to respond. All she can do was just like feel like she was unwanted and she didn't belong anywhere because she was Asian. And this has been happening for a very long time, and it's becoming more apparent that we still have not progressed as we thought we have. And I just feel that it's just really sad to see all these posts on social media about the hate Asian people have been getting. And recently, 2 Asian women were stabbed in San Francisco, and I live in the Bay Area, and it's really hard to see and to feel. I don't feel safe in my community anymore because I know that, or I don't know, but I feel like I can be the next victim. My family could be the next victim, my friends, because a lot of my friends are Asian. A lot of my peers are Asian. And, we don't know how to react when someone attacks us. It's really hard, and it takes a real toll on us mentally, and we don't know how to respond. We're scared, we're afraid, and I just ask that we just call out our friends who are harassing or calling Asian people ugly names, racist names, and stand up and be there for our Asian community. This is not a one-man, one-woman fight. This is a fight that we all need to fight together because we can't combat hate with only one person. There's going to be a rally March 15th, and I think this is a nationwide rally. So please join and walk with us as we try to call for peace and justice for the people who've lost their lives because of this hate. And I think we also need to address the model minority myth. People believe that because we're Asian, we are bound to succeed. But there are so many Asian groups that are not successful. It's a myth for a reason. And we need to break down this myth because this is literally tearing families apart. So I ask that you help raise awareness by joining our rallies, reposting things, and just being there for us when someone's attacking us or someone is harassing us verbally or physically. Be a bystander or an upstander so that we know that we have other people who support us. And if you want more information about this, you can join a webinar, and it's called Be a Bystander or Bystander Training. And it's by a company called Hollaback. And they taught me how to stand up, and they don't have to take action, but you can also intervene in a way that you don't have to physically intervene. You can be a distraction by doing something and calling something out so that the attacker stops attacking the victim. And I think this is a really good skill to have in life. It's not only for Asian people, but for other people who are getting bullied in general. So I also want to ask you guys to just check up on your friends, check up on your Asian friends and your friends in general, because a year in isolation can do a lot. And I feel like the attacks just add on to all the hard things that we have to go through alone. So check up on your friends, text them and ask them how they're doing and how they're feeling about what's going on right now. And this Asian Heritage Month, I ask that you stand with us. I've said this multiple times, but enjoy our culture, enjoy our food, and just be there with us. Speaking of mental health, I want to talk about how a mental illness really affected me and my peers around me, and how you should reach out to your peers if they're feeling stressed, they're feeling that they need support. Because I remember being so stressed, crying all the time, and feeling like I'm useless. I don't have anything to look forward to in my life. People were there to help support me and to tell me that, no, you are so much more than you think you are. You're worth everything to me. And just hearing people say that, oh, you mean a lot to me. And if you do something bad or you do something that could potentially hurt you, I would be very sad and just thinking about how many people I would be hurting if I were to do something dangerous just made me cry even more, because it just shows how much people actually care about me. Because I remember a time when I was mimicking a cut on my arm. This is really sad to talk about because I don't like talking about my past and my issues a little bit. It's just hard to, I get that it's really hard to talk about and to combat, but I feel that you are worth it. If you're going through this, please know that everything is going to be okay. And if you know someone who's really struggling, please reach out to them, because I know how hard it is to go through this alone. And just blocking yourself out from society is not going to help you. You're just going to think about everything by yourself. But if you get to talk to people about what you're experiencing, I feel like it's so much better, because people can give you advice and they can support you, and getting support is the best feeling ever. So that's my mental health story. I know it wasn't that big, and I know a lot of people's stories are much bigger, and they're it can be even more serious than mine. But I just want to say that we are all here for you. And if you're going through anything, if you know a friend, I know I keep on saying this, but I don't know where I would be without the people who reached out to me. So I'm really grateful for everyone who tried to bring me out of the shadows and just bring me back to the light of who I truly am. So I just want to say that. And that wraps up my TED Talk. I just want to say again, to celebrate Asian Heritage Month, I ask that you stand with us and you support us, go to rallies, donate to foundations that help raise awareness, and just to reach out to a friend right now or whenever you feel that they are feeling sad or down, because I feel like we need to be there for each other. So I hope you take this to heart and consider going to rallies and helping out the Asian community and reaching out to a friend today or some other day, but just do it today. Tell your friends that you love them and that you're always there for them, because that can just make their day and change their lives. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time.